Hi everyone, my name is Jo and Lucy is here too.
Hi.
Today's webinar is going to be all about how to reduce toxic load in your home. This is something that we are both really passionate about, and it tends to happen organically once you come on board with this doTERRA lifestyle. So we're going to keep it really short and sweet today and just go through the different rooms in our home and how to reduce toxic load in those areas and really make a big impact on your health. You will be able to receive a one-pager with all our recipes and references that we are going to be talking through today. So don't feel like you have to take notes, just listen and enjoy. And if you have any questions, please email us. So I'm going to start today with synthetic fragrance. Now this synthetic fragrance I feel really does go under the radar a lot. We're all very aware of how dangerous secondhand cigarette smoke is and how toxic the pesticides on our crops are, but synthetic fragrance is really quite clever at hiding in all our commercial products and a lot of the stuff that we're bringing into the home. So, and the reason why they can really get away with it is because fragrance is sort of referred to as an umbrella term. And they can really, these manufacturers can hide a cocktail of toxic chemicals underneath that term and not disclose any of the chemicals because of privacy reasons. So when we think about synthetic fragrance, they are normally derived from petrochemicals and they have phthalates in it. And what that means is phthalates are very disrupting for our endocrine system and potentially carcinogenic. So that's why we don't want them in our home. And they really do come in so many different, we find them in so many different areas of our home, so many different products. So when you think about synthetic fragrance, you think about sickly sweet smell that you might find in like an air freshener that you plug into your wall, but they are in so many different areas. Things like our hand wash, they're in our body wash, they're in our personal care products like, your shampoo and your conditioner, your sun cream, your makeup, your deodorants, your body sprays, your perfumes. But not only that, they're now putting them into, pajamas and our clothes, kids' toys. You might, buy some products, from even Kmart, stationery products, and they have that smell. And that smell is what's really damaging. We're inhaling it, we're putting it on our bodies, and it's really doing, our health no good. So my advice with this is not to get overwhelmed and don't feel like you have to throw everything out of the house. It's really becoming a detective, and this is what I talk about in our kids programs, is become a detective in all the products that you bring into the home. So we've got some amazing recipes to make it yourself, or we'll be referring you to brands that are really coming on board and not putting any fragrance in our products. So Luce is now going to talk about the laundry, which is a place that a lot of chemicals or fragrances seem to lurk, and she'll be able to tell you about some amazing ways to reduce their toxic load. Over to you, Luce.
Thanks, Jo. And that was a really great intro into synthetic fragrances and why we want to avoid them. And as Jo said, the laundry is one of those key places. In my opinion, it would be one of the first areas to focus on. And the reason for that is when we're washing our clothes and our bed linen, we are dealing with something that is on our skin 24/7. So whatever detergents you're using is inevitably going to end up in your body, because we know that up to 60% of what we put on our skin is absorbed into our skin. What Jo was talking about too before with fragrances, I think we can all very top of mind recall that scent, that sickly, overwhelming scent of detergent, Ocean Fresh or whatever it may be. And what I find is, sometimes I'll get clothes given to my children and they've been washed in that detergent, and no matter how many times I wash it, even after 10 washes, I can still smell it. That's because it's got those phthalates in it, and phthalates actually they make scents sticky, so they actually stick to the clothes. So definitely we want to clean up our detergents. Now, doTERRA do an On Guard low tox detergent. This has got all natural. There's nothing yucky in it. It does have On Guard in it, so you're getting that extra touch point of immune protection, which is great. With this, if you are going to order this, I always recommend you get it on your LRP, on your loyalty rewards, because it's really good value when you use it buying points. Jo has done an amazing video also, which we'll link in the flyer, about how to make your own laundry detergent. And it sounds like in the Too Hard basket, but honestly, Jo, how easy is it? It's like,
so easy.
It seriously takes less than 5 minutes, and it makes enough to last, 3 weeks. So that's amazing. The other thing that we want to look at is stain removers. So again, we're looking at something that is really toxic. Great stain remover is lemon essential oil. Another trick, so with the lemon essential oil, I would just put it directly onto the stain. Another trick in the laundry is to use, On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. This is a low tox option for cleaning throughout the whole house. You can make multi-purpose sprays. You can make any kind of cleaning with using this. So what I do is I put a tiny bit in an empty roller ball, I fill it with water, and this is an instant stain remover. So I will just roll this on to any stains and leave it on for a few hours before I wash. Some other low tox tips in the laundry that are really easy is to get a face washer, put a few drops of lavender oil in it, and throw that in your dryer. So beautiful to have lavender scented sheets, and amazing for sleep promoting, as we know. And the other thing that we can do is we can also soak our tea towels and dishcloths in a sink with water and add a few drops of lemon essential oil as well. So we're getting that antibacterial, giving them a soak. They're also going to smell really, really amazing. So there's some really easy ways that you can make your laundry a really clean, naturally clean zone.
All right. So I'm going to talk now about self-care products. So the first thing that I would recommend you to do is to switch to a natural deodorant. I have been using a natural deodorant for probably coming up 4 years now. As soon as I found doTERRA, that was one of the first things I changed. Now there's some good ones and there's some not so good ones. But I feel over the past few years, they're definitely getting better. So you just want one that doesn't have any aluminium in it, and always be careful of that word fragrance. So there is some very clever greenwashing marketing campaigns out there, and they will try and make it all look like it's very healthy for you. You just have to be, read between the lines and have a look if it's got fragrance in it. I will list my favourite deodorants in that one page that we're going to give to you. And also doTERRA do a really good one that has a beautiful balance in there too. So get rid of that deodorant. Next thing is...
So can I just quickly say something? With swapping your deodorant out, now is a really good time to do it in the cooler months, because what does happen for the first 2 weeks is our body actually, you may think it's not working, but what's happening is our body is actually detoxing if you're used to using a deodorant that does have aluminium in it. So winter is the best time to swap to a natural deodorant, because you're not going to be sweating as much.
Yeah, definitely persevere. You'll get a rash. It's very unpleasant, but just push through, because after that couple of weeks when your body has got used to it, you won't have any problems going forward from that. So the other thing to think about is not using any of your perfume. And this tends to be a little bit hard for females, because we know that our sense of smell is connected to memory. So I still have some, some body spray. I can't even remember what the brand was that we used to use when we were 18. It brings you back to like Hamilton Island, where me and Lucy met. Impulse. Impulse, yes. Such a beautiful memory, but so not good for us, especially for our kids. So Yeah, so try and, you know, just Lucy's going to explain how to make your own perfume and body spray. So just really, really be mindful. If you are going to use it, just put it on your clothes rather than onto your skin, and maybe once a week rather than every single day. You will notice that once you start to eliminate synthetic fragrance from your life, other people's perfumes will be so strong and you'll get an instant headache from it. So that's a good thing, because that knows that your body is very now aware of, you know, what those chemicals are doing. So you do become more acutely aware of these fragrances. So yeah, so get rid of the perfumes and the body sprays, or make your own. Think about moving to low tox self-care products. doTERRA do an amazing shampoo and conditioner. Now, a good way to find out if your products are low tox is through a couple of apps. There's one called Think Dirty. There's Chemical Maze, and there's also the website Environmental Working Group. These basically go through the list of chemicals on the back, and they'll give it a reading for toxicity and carcinogenic. And you want to be looking at getting a rating around 0 or 1, because a lot of commercial products are, you know, in that 8s, 9s and 10s, and that's not what we want to be putting, you know, on our hair, straight into our head. Especially for our kids too, so that's really important. I feel there's been, you know, a bit of a movement in self-care products, so you'll find some beautiful beautiful like moisturizers and cleansers now on the market. I still prefer to use doTERRA's Forage system. It's a really beautiful 4-step system in the skincare, and very very low tox, so it's a really good one to use. Think about makeup. And again, there's some amazing products on the market now, and I'll put down our favourite products for makeup too. Sun cream's a big one, and that seems to be coming a lot. I seem to see a lot of that now, you know, on blogs and social media, how dangerous and toxic sun cream can actually be. Some amazing products. I absolutely love So Good, the brand. I'll link it up too. It feels like it, you know, just a normal sunscreen, and does the job, but, you know, minus the chemicals. And just be really mindful. It seems like a lot of kids' products, you know, self-care products like Bubble Bath and their shampoo and conditioner and body wash seem to be really high, and having that synthetic fragrance that kids, you know, seem to like. So be really careful when you are buying, you know, Bubble Bath and things like that. So that's it for self-care products, unless you've got something else, Lise.
No, that's just so true about the kids' products. And I mean, we have to think about the price point too. So, you know, a lot of these chemicals are really cheap to produce, and that's one of the reasons, you know, that they do them, and why you can buy them so cheaply. So yeah, it's just really being a conscious consumer, and knowing what's in the products that you're using. Jo touched on perfumes, and, you know, it is really, unfortunately, one of the most toxic things that women put on ourselves, and men too, in aftershave. That's no better. So how we can still get our smell and our perfume fix without the chemical cocktail. My favourite perfume, or pure fume, is doTERRA's Passion. So this is a blend. It is called the Inspiring Blend. It's really to promote your passion for life, but it just smells divine. The other thing that I do to create my own perfume is to use this book, which is Emotions and Essential Oils. And I'll actually create a perfume blend based on the emotions that I'm trying to bring into my life. So that sounds a bit deep, but it's actually really not. It's really very easy. And you can also just use the oils that you're drawn to. So oils like ylang ylang and bergamot. Some people prefer the more woody, like sandalwoods. And there's no wrong or right. You just get an empty roller ball, you fill it with your carrier oil. You can use fractionated coconut oil. Some people may prefer to use a more luxe carrier oil like rosehip oil or jojoba oil, and you put your drops, a combination of drops that you would like. The other thing that you can do to create a body spray, and again, as Jo said before, you know, we really want, for those of us that have daughters, to instill in them or just make them aware of, again, what is going on their body. So creating a body spray, you can get these empty bottles. You can get them on eBay. You can get them at Aroma Tools. There is no shortage of places to purchase these. You can fill it with water and, again, put your own oils in. Another option is to fill it with rose water, which is really beautiful and so hydrating for the skin as well. So, again, you can choose the oils that you want, and then you just spray it as you would a body spray. So you're getting the scent and you're getting all these side benefits of emotional support as well. And also you can use oils that are really hydrating for the skin. So just such a better option than anything you can buy commercially.
Yes, and I didn't mention, rather than a moisturiser, to aromatically dress yourself is, you know, putting some oils in some beautiful curry oil and using that on your skin. So again, that you could be using that instead of a perfume, and smelling delicious. So I'm going to be talking now about the kitchen. Now, this is a place where, you know, we obviously want to be very hygienic, and it needs to be very clean, and making your own products will do just that. You know, when we're using products like On Guard and making our own, the antibacterial is just as good as, you know, a store-bought spray and wipe. So the first thing I would do is make your own counter spray. There's this product called On Guard Concentrate Cleaner. Now, this I think could make probably about maybe 15 different multi-purpose sprays, and you can use that as your counter spray, or you can make your own using tea tree or lemon. And this is a really good one because, you know, everywhere you spray, your kids will be touching, putting, you know, their hands in their mouth. So you know, obviously we're reducing toxic load doing that, using a cleaner like that. A good one to think of is your dishwashing liquid or your dishwashing tablets, because, you know, obviously we're putting the tablets in the dishwasher, we're washing our dishes with very strong chemicals, pulling them out, putting our hot food in, and obviously the chemicals are going to be soaking into our food, which we're eating. So a really good place to reduce toxic load is to change to a clean or low tox dishwashing tablets or dishwashing liquid. Easily you can make your own, or if you're not into DIY, we'll put the brands that we use. So change to a clean dishwashing tablet. The other thing is your oven cleaner. The store-bought oven cleaners are so toxic and so strong. You know, when you use it, you'll get an intense headache straight away. So it's very easy to clean your own. I've just been using making my own paste with a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of water, a bit of lemon essential oil, and leaving it in the oven, warming it up, and then wiping it out. It's really easy to use. Again, we'll put that recipe there for you. And a good way to clean your produce is to use a little bit of On Guard or lemon. So just get your fresh produce, put it in a bowl, add some On Guard or some lemon or some other probably a citrus-based oil, and make sure you give them a good soak and really get all that residue off your fresh fruit and veggies, and that will make a difference too. I think that's about it for the kitchen.
Yeah, so next is the bathroom, and this I think is one of those places where people probably feel they need a commercial cleaner, particularly when they were looking at things like toilets. So they're like, but how can you get your toilet clean with essential oils? So just to debunk a myth that, you know, you need bleach to get rid of mold and things like that. When we're using bleach, I mean, you can smell straight away that it is not going to be good for you. But what it does is with mold spores, it actually just changes the color of them. It does not kill them. Now, when we're working with an oil like clove, and clove is in On Guard, it's one of the key oils in the On Guard blend, they actually have the ability to kill mold. So when we're looking at, you know, what's actually going to be more effective, the essential oils will definitely win. So how can we use oils in the bathroom? We can make so many products, and it's so easy. So I really like to make toilet bombs. Again, we'll link the recipe out. Toilet bombs, and you can do bath bombs at the same time because they have very similar ingredients. We would just be, putting some slightly different things in. This is a great one to get the kids involved with if you have kids, because I mean, when you say the kids, who wants to clean the toilet, and they're like, yes, me, just because they know they have to throw a toilet bomb in, that's like an instant win. You can also make toilet sprays, super easy. We do shower sprays. Again, we're going to have clove in it. And these are things that you can keep in your bathroom. So you can just, give it a spray down after every use or every second day. Things like a mirror spray and a glass spray is super easy as well. And body wash, I don't know if Jo included that, I can't remember, in the self-care, but it's so easy to make your own body wash. Or again, doTERRA do one. Also, have your oils set up in the bathroom, because one thing that we're really big on is having your oils in the place that you're going to use them. So for example, I've got tea tree in my shower, because every few days I'll add a drop of tea tree to my shampoo because it's really good for scalp care. Having peppermint in your bathroom is also great, because if you put a drop of peppermint or eucalyptus or easy air at the bottom of the shower, it's like such an amazing, invigorating, cleansing for any sinus congestion, an amazing way to start your day in the shower. So always, set yourself up for success by having your oils in close proximity to where you will use them. I think that's it for the bathroom. We know there's been so much info. So as we said, we'll have a full list of resources, so you can just go back and have a look through. As Jo said, don't be overwhelmed. We did cover a lot. Just pick whatever is of interest to you. Maybe it's what sounds the easiest and start from there, or maybe it's an area that you've been meaning to, get onto for a while now. So, you always shoot us an email if you've got any questions at all. We really enjoy trying to inspire you to slowly reduce the toxins in your home.
Awesome.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.